I'm telling you, I cried in the restaurant. I'm serving people, but I'm crying. The customers actually were wondering, like, Kai, why is she crying? Someone has died or what? But I was feeling the pain of paying the 7,000 that I know very well. The drinks that these people have had, I've never tasted them. These are fancy drinks. I've never had anything like that in my life. But right now, they're deducting that money because you have decided to walk into a restaurant, have something very expensive, and you can't pay for that. Why are you doing this? If you don't have money, stay home. If you don't have money, stay home. Why are you going out? If I don't have money, I just stay in my house, cook my food, eat in the house. Why are you going out? Why are you going out if you don't have money? Really? Unaenda nje kuoda kitu yenye huwezi lipa. But testing, hey, sometimes you're serving the guest there and you're hungry, you're very, very hungry yourself, and you're serving food. Hey, hospitality industry, I feel like someone who has worked in hospitality industry can work anywhere. I've worked in 5-star hotels, and it's not as easy as it seems. It has its own challenges, but it also has a good side of it, you know. People have audacity. Guys, welcome here. How's your Sunday going? How are you guys doing? Now, story time. There's this bad habit that I would want to address right here, right now. Do we have hoteliers in the house? Do we have any hoteliers in the house? And if not, I know most of you've gone to a hotel, either to eat or taken a friend, or like attended something in a hotel. So there's this something that happened to me when I was, like professionally, I'm a hotelier, but COVID happened, and that's a story for another day. So there's this incident that happened to me when I was working as a hotelier and as a waitress, to be specific. So why do some people just walking into a restaurant, order food, eat, and then walk out without paying? Like, what goes into your mind when you do that to someone? Because I remember my previous job. Hey, you people, like, why do people do that? Is it that you don't know when you do that, the waitress in charge, the person who served you, is the person who is going to pay for the bill that you've left unpaid? Because this is something that it just hit me today, and I remembered how someone really did me bad, and this is something that I would want to address. Why would someone do that? So guys, let me tell you these stories. There was this time my previous job I was working. I got this job, and my very first week after training, my very first week at the job, first week means I didn't even have fare to go to work. I had to borrow because I didn't have money. But now that I have a job, I had hopes, at least salary is coming, I can have something. So I had to borrow. And then this lady came with 4 friends, so they were a total of 5 people. Booked a table, took a table, ordered not very expensive, cocktails from me and some drinks, and she was treating the friends, 2 males and 2 women. She was treating them. I'm telling you, the service, it was very, very busy. It was a very busy place. So I had like a few tables. I had this one and other few tables. This woman did not want me to leave the site of that table without, I had other tables to take care of. And this woman did not want me to leave this table. She just wanted me to be there to serve. I tried my best to give the best service I could. And every drink that I brought, she was complaining that, why is this cocktail like this? Too much ice. So she was given complimentary in almost every drink. They ordered a lot. That was a lot because they spent 7,000 Kenyan shillings at last. That is $70. That's a lot of money in Kenya. $70. And it reached to a time where she wanted to pay. So she asked for the bill. So I was like, okay, let me go print the bill and bring it to you. So guys, you know what happened? I have to go print the bill, which will take like 30 seconds or 1 minute if I find someone else printing the bill. And upon bringing the bill, The woman is not there. The people are not there at the table. Mind you, they have spent 7,000 Kenyan shillings. That's $70. Now I even forgot about the other tables. I started running all around the restaurant looking for this particular person. Like, I'm like, where is she? So I decided to go to the security to ask, have you seen this type of person? She was wearing yellow and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, they left. Like, why are you leaving? You haven't paid. You've treated your friend on my bill. I'm tired. I just came here to hustle. Why are you doing this to me? And you know, guys, I decided like to go downstairs at the parking. The parking is very big, to try see if I can trace her, with no success. With no success. I didn't find her, and that's how she left with a whole bill of 7,000. This is a new job. I have already borrowed money to use as transport to this job, and you just decide to come and spend 7,000 and just walk away. You know what I did, guys? Because I was too emotional, my salary was supposed to be 13,000. 7,000 is already gone. I already have a debt of like 7,000, so it means that I'm working for free. You know, I'm using fare, energy and everything. So I just started crying, and I had other tables that I had to take care of, so I couldn't leave the other table. So I remember I went to the next table and I was crying because in my mind I'm just thinking like, how am I going to recover this 7,000? And this woman who was sitting, I served the other table crying. Not crying like I would take orders while crying. Like tears were flowing because in my mind, where am I going to get 7,000? Where am I going to get 7,000 shillings to clear this bill, you know? Someone has already left with the bill, very well knowing you haven't paid, yet you're leaving. So this person asked me, the other table, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And then when they asked that, I couldn't control myself. I just cried even more because I was like, how am I going to pay 7,000? My salary is 13,000. This is like the middle of the month. My salary for that month was supposed to be 7,000 because I began working at the middle of, not the beginning of the month, the middle of the month. And someone is walking away with 7,000 under my bill. You know, I'm the one who swiped the card, so that bill was going to be charged on me. Like, don't do that, people. Don't do that, people. And to make it even worse, guys, I tried my best. I followed up, and I knew someone. I came across someone who knew the person, so they gave me the number of this lady, and I was like, oh my god, I'm safe. At least I'm safe. She's going to send me the money. Even if they're going to deduct it from my salary, they'll send it to me. So I got the number, I called, she picked. The following day, she picked. I'm like, hello, do you remember me? My name is Malika. I served you yesterday. You went with my bill without clearing. Could you please kindly come and clear or send me the money? And she's like, oh, I remember you. Sorry, I left. The audacity to tell me that. Sorry, I left. I'm like, okay, it's fine. You can just send me the money or come back to pay. Right now I'm not in the country. I'll come next week to pay. I told her it's okay. You can send the money actually. Okay, I'll send the money tomorrow. I waited for tomorrow to come. She didn't send the money. I called her that tomorrow evening. She was like, oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm sending you the money in a few minutes. She didn't send the money either. I called her after 2 days. She's like, I told you I'm outside the country. When I come, I'll come to pay. I gave her time after a week. I called her again. She was just lying to me and lying. And at some point, she even told me, like, you're calling me a lot. Don't call me. That money I'll pay. I'll pay 4,000. I'll not pay the whole 7,000. And I'm like, why are you paying 4,000 and you spent 7,000? You knew your bill was 7,000. Why are you paying 4,000? At the rest, you're going to talk to the hotel to know what they're going to do with it. Man, that was so sad. Okay, I said it's fine. The 4,000 is going to be okay. At least it's going to cover up something. It's fine. Let the out of 7, okay, pay the 4,000. And then when I called after she promised to pay the 4,000, she was like, you know what? You're disturbing me. Stop calling me. You're calling a lot. Stop calling me. I'll pay that money whenever I can, and don't call me again. I was tired, guys. You know what I told her? I just told her it's fine. You've decided to steal from me. It's fine. 7,000 shilling, it's fine. They have already deducted from my salary. I have no salary as we are speaking, but it's fine. If you think that's the right thing to do to me, fine. Take the 7,000. It's okay. I'll recover. And That's how someone did to me. Like, how do you do that to someone? How do you do that to someone? So that month I worked without a salary. Yes. Because someone decided to come and do whatever they did to me. Like, how do you feel? Do you know, like, when you walk out with someone's bill, the person who served you is responsible. That is the person who is supposed to pay that bill. That is the person who is supposed to pay that bill. Like, the management doesn't care. Is as long as it's your card, you swiped that card, so the bill is now under your name. Even when you're going to clear the bill, it's under your name. It's put under debtors. So that is how I lost 7K. 7K. I paid that money. I went home without salary a whole month, going to work, knowing very well you don't have. And I even wanted to resign, but again I thought, it's been an year without a job. What if I resigned right now because of maybe I can persevere for this month without salary, and maybe God willing by the next month. Because, like, you guys, have you ever done this, or has someone ever done this to you? Let me know. Leave a comment below. And you guys, like, when you're walking into a restaurant, hoteliers have waiters and waitresses, especially if you see someone is busy. Aki, please don't walk out with someone's bill. Don't. I'm telling you, I cried in the restaurant. I'm serving people, but I'm crying. The customers actually were wondering, like, why is she crying? Someone has died or what? But I was feeling the pain of paying the 7,000 that I know very well. The drinks that these people have had, I've never tasted them. These are fancy drinks. I've never had anything like that in my life. But right now, they're deducting that money because you have decided to walk into a restaurant, have something very expensive, and you can't pay for that. People have audacity. People, they do that. And you know what? They don't just walk out when you are watching. They walk out when ukitan tu kidogo, just like when you're off for a minute or a few seconds, they leave. And yes, I paid a whooping 7,000. That's someone's monthly salary. That's very true, because that month I went home without any salary. And you know, like, this is someone's business. They don't care if you're going home without a salary or not. Then they are doing their job. They have profits, you know. People. And this was a lady. This was not a man doing this to me. This was a lady doing this to me. And this lady disturbed me throughout the entire service. I could not even breathe. I could go there. She's like, where have you been? You know, you're supposed to stand here. Get me this, get me that. No, this is not how it's supposed to be made. Me, I'm just a waitress. I'm just serving, you know. That day was a very sad day for me. And they didn't know what I was going through, because I also had issues back home, and they decided to do this to me. This was very, very bad. Like, you just don't do that to people. You don't do that to people. That is stealing. And that is stealing from me, because it's not stealing from the hotel. It's stealing from me. She stole from me. Diana says, I have ever worked for 4 months without salary just because of... Just imagine. How do you feel making someone working for 4 months without salary because you did this to someone? This is someone who has rent to pay. This is someone who has... Oh my God. Like, you people. So how long did you stay in that job? Doreen is asking. Actually, I stayed so long, 2 years in that job, because after that, I was very, very careful. I was very, very... Do you know the meaning of careful? Careful. I would, like, even... Hey, I know, like, you would... Sometimes when someone will... I don't know. I brought up a new strategy of my own. You know, like, whenever a bill reaches to a certain amount, you just have to pay without leaving. And then when someone asks, why are you asking me to pay, and I'm not done, I will just explain, you know, this happened to me and to me. And because I trusted someone, I'm not going to trust anyone again. Yeah. Another thing, someone walks in and tells me, you've already eaten, but you've not finished the food or drinks, and you're telling me your friend is outside, you're going to pick that person to come up, you're not leaving, yet you're carrying your bags and everything. No. That one will not work for me, because, you know, I've trusted someone before, and you see what they did to me. So you have to pay. Even if you're going to pick someone from downstairs, just pay first and then go, or leave your bag and phone and everything. You'll come back. If not, because this trusting people really cost me. Professional runaways. Hey, that's why you pay for the meal once they order. You know, now the thing is, maybe that's not the hotel's policy. You know, that's not the hotel's policy. And when you start asking someone to pay once they order, they're going to report you to the management. And the management is going to ask you, why are you asking them to pay? Yet they have just walked in and blah, blah. And then it's just going to be a whole lot of issue. But when they go away with the bill, it's up to you to pay. This Nairobi I've seen things in this Nairobi. Maybe she is watching now. If you're watching, I've even forgotten her name. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel? Like, you made me pay 7,000. Like, how do you feel about yourself? You are a woman just like me. How do you feel about that? Do you feel good? Do you feel good about that? Because that was very wrong. That was very wrong. Much love. Has this ever happened to you guys? Like, you know, like you guys, most of the times when you walk, me, I became tough. Like, I'll smile at you and everything, but when it comes to paying the bill, now you just have to pay. You have to pay. Now what I used to do is like, because later on I dealt with some other people who are just refusing to pay. I'm coming to you, you're already done with your bill. And another incident after this. Imagine I found someone else red-handed leaving without paying. This one did not manage to leave. I caught him red-handed before he left. And this is after I asked for the bill 3 times. Like, sir, can you pay? This now was a sir. Sir, can you pay your bill? Your bill is this one. It was around 2,500 and something. He's like, I'll pay. I'm paying in a few. I go back. I come back. This time round, I was not busy. So all my eyes were on this person. Can you pay the bill, please, sir? I just said I'm not going anywhere. I'll pay the bill. I just look. So that time I see him, he stood up. I thought he was going to the washroom. I just stood there like pretending like I'm not seeing. You know, imagine this person was leaving. I went to the exit, stopped him, like, where are you going? I thought you said you're going to pay the bill. Where are you going? You haven't paid. And they're like, the person who is supposed to pay has gone to take the card from the car. Let me go get him. Like, what are you telling me? Go back inside if you're not paying. Let me forward you to the company's manager and security so that you can. Why are you telling me you're paying then you're leaving? Why are you doing this? If you don't have money, stay home. If you don't have money, stay home. Why are you going out? If I don't have money, I just stay in my house, cook my food, eat in the house. Why are you going out? Why are you going out if you don't have money? Really? Unaenda nje kuoda kitu yenye huwezi lipa. You know, one thing, guys, when you're working as a hotelier, you get to meet different type of people, you know? Stubborn people, very generous people, nice people, and people who are really frustrated with life and they want to take all that frustration on you. So you just have to be careful. Another person came in with, I don't know it's a girlfriend or not. They came in. They called me to the table. I went to the table, guys. I'm like serving. You know, like you're all smiley. You know, you guys, you know, when I'm talking about service industry, hotel industry, you know, a smile is very, very important. So me, I'm all smiles. I'm there. The girl, I'm giving the menu. Enjoy, sit. I'll be your server for today. Let me know in case you need anything. I'll come back to take your order after 3 minutes. The lady calls me. Hi. So I can see these cocktails. What can you suggest for me? This is the lady asked me to suggest any cocktail. So I suggested my favorite, of course. I suggested. And then, so this man turns to me and asks me, what are you doing? I'm saying, I'm suggesting a cocktail for her. And this man tells me, you're suggesting a drink for her. Are you her date? Why are you suggesting? Oh my God, what have I done? The lady has asked me to suggest, and that is what I'm doing. I don't know, maybe the guy thought I'm going to suggest something expensive, but why are you being rude? I'm just suggesting because someone needs help, and that is what I was trying to do, you know? In this hotel industry, you can see things. You can see a lot of things. But yeah, it's life. It has a good side of it and a bad side of it. The good thing that I loved about these jobs, about this job. Number one is tips. I could make money. Tips, you know, like you meet good people and you give them good service, they end up tipping you, and this gives you motivation to even continue. And so, you know, like everything that has disadvantages also has advantages, and so this was a good thing about it, because I remember there was this time I went to job. This was just a good day, no drama, no nothing. I walked out with a tip of 15,000 Kenyan shillings. That is like $150. Yeah, tip, purely tip. But it was a very busy day. We had a function and people would really tip me. Like someone gave me 2,000, another one 3,000, another 500. Hey, I was like, hey, this is my luck. So this is also something good about this job, you know. This is something good about this job. You get tips. Sometimes you even get connection through these jobs. Like you're working here and then you just meet nice people who likes you, and then they tell you like, oh, I love this, would you mind doing this? They even offer you a better job, which is good, because we are all looking for opportunities, and it's all about making your life better, you know. Yeah, so it also has a good side of it. Me, I love it. It's something that I've been doing. I love it. It has a good side of it, and it also has disadvantages. So you just have to be careful. You just have to be sharp. You just have to be sharp. Yeah, and you can make it. Yeah, because for the tips, you feel good when you're going home with tips. You know, like when you're going to pay your rent using tip money, not salary. This is a good thing. And once you're in the industry for so long, you get used to it. You toughen up. Huh? And you guys, you know, hoteliers also have the challenge. Something that I didn't like maybe about this is that you get to serve people very, very nice food, but that food, you don't even know the food. You've never even tasted the food. You've never tasted. You can just look at the food and you're like, it looks good. And then something about this job, and this is something that maybe the hotel owners should consider doing. Like you're taking the menu to a guest. The guest is asking you, what do you think about this food? Okay, you've never tasted that food. Actually, you just know how it looks like, but you've never tasted. So you end up saying, yeah, it's nice, but in real sense, you've never tasted. So the person is telling, have you ever tried? Like, no, I've never. You can't say no. You say yes, because you can't say no, I've never tried. But in real sense, you've never tried this food. You just see it, you just sell it. You yourself, you've never seen such a thing, you know. And someone is asking you to give, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Hotel owners, you need to, like, at least once a week bring us food, make us taste everything that we are selling, so that when someone is asking, what do you think about this food, I'm giving a review of something that I know, you know. Because me, honestly, this is a confession, I've suggested so many things that I've never tasted, because first of all, they are expensive. Secondly, that is not what we are served as staff meal, you know. And you can't tell a guest that, I don't know that one. So you just have to say, it's nice, it's good. Now you get into trouble and someone wants more details. Hey, but you know, like we have the food knowledge. We know like this food is made of this and that. But testing, hey, sometimes you're serving the guest there and you're hungry. You're very, very hungry yourself, and you're serving food. Hey, hospitality industry. I feel like someone who has worked in hospitality industry can work anywhere. And you know, people think like five-star hotels. I've worked in 5-star hotels, and it's not as easy as it seems. It has its own challenges, but it also has a good side of it. You know, you just have to be tough. You just have to know what you want, and you're good to go. Someone says, Red Butterfly says, you became a ninja. I had to become a ninja. I really had to become a ninja, because if you become soft. Oh, Doreen says in America, they make sure the servers try the food. That is what they are supposed to do also, because it's very, very tough selling what you don't need. You're selling something that you don't know what it is. And someone is asking you, how did you find the food? Would you recommend it to me? You don't even know. You've never tasted. Gatti Wilson says staff should be able to taste food so they can tell customers when asked. That is very, very true. That's what I'm talking about. Because you can't recommend something that you don't know. Butterfly. Yes, tipping is a must. Those who don't tip, what's wrong with you? Someone who has been a hotelier before knows how important the tip is, because me, there are so many times I've gone to work without fare, without returning fare, transport for coming back home. So, and I depend on tips. So that day when I don't get a tip, hey, I sweat because it's home time. Maybe it's at night, you don't have tip. You don't have fare. Oh wow, that is so good. That is so good. So guys, keep the comments coming, keep liking the live stream. We are doing good so far, so good. Yeah, so far so good. Keep it coming. I love you guys so much. Thank you very much, you guys. The love that you guys have been showing me, I don't even know what to say. I'm overwhelmed, you know. You guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. You have no idea how much I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Like, you guys, you're awesome. I appreciate, like, anytime I upload a video, I see your comments. I appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate a lot. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for staying until now. And I love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.